Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with an FGO servant analysis video. I will be reacting to this year's JP 2026 Valentine servant Demeter. So Demeter has been teased before. I think like a few days ago I also kind of reacted to her Noble Phantasm teaser. But yeah, the full character is here. And as always, I will be looking at her 7 demonstration, her Ascension arts, Noble Phantasm skill set, all those things, and give my opinion about it. So yeah, let's get started. Now, as always, I will be putting the links or link to the video that I'm reacting to in the description box if you want to check it out. And yeah, let's get started then. Okay, so Demeter 5-star Lancer 7 demonstration. Here we go. Oh, okay. This looks really good. Okay, so I like this Ascension art very much. The other one was okay, like the one with the lab coat or whatever. But this one looks better. Yeah, it's too loud. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh wow, the wind. Okay. Alright, that's a very fancy extra attack. Oh! Okay, that is really good. I like that one. Oh, I just realized it's the the boss, the Demeter boss in Lost Bell 5. That's that, right? That little. Okay. It took me a while to remember because it's been a while I've played Lost Bell 5. Oh, okay. This is another really good one. That tree one was really good. This one's also good. The thing. God damn, the boss was crazy. Back then, the Astoria didn't exist. And I also didn't have waiver, so it's even more pain for me. Okay. Right. Oh. The wind of Ambrosia. Right. Ah. Okay. Alright, that was good. Wait, what? Did she just say goodnight and then say like come back after you're reborn? Okay, I'll be honest, this Ascension art I don't fancy it that much. It's okay, but
承知しました。はい。へえ、そうですか。
Whoa! Hey yo! What, she just bring out a gun?
切り上げ。
What the hell?
疑似身体。瞬間権限。
Alright, I was not expecting that. What?
承知しました。はい、承知しました。工作作業。
Right, so the animations are same. Kind of. But then she just brings out a gun. That was new.
発射。
Yeah, these are the same.
立たず、仰がず、地に伏せよ。へえ、はい、へえ、そうですか。ガイア。はっ。
Oh my god, here we go.
疑似身体。瞬間権限。
Right.
Resource 分配、環境調整。イミテーション、イモータリティ。
Oh, okay, that's a new.
私を怒らせると大変ですよ。承知しました。へえ、はい。
Okay.
はっ。
Yo, the gun is probably for this Ascension Ascension. The gun is probably my most favorite
こん
one.
にちは。大地にあまねく命たち。愛しているわ。でも、今はさようなら。またね。
Her voice lines are so passive aggressive. She's like, "Oh, you know, like I love you, but for now, goodbye."
痛くしました。ごめんなさい。
Right. Oh, damn.
お願い。
Oi.
何も。誰も。
Oh my god.
奪わないで。
Alright, I was not.
お願い。お願い。お願い。お願い。
Right. Okay. Damn. Yo, that's a. Oh, okay, that's a.
うるさい。
Alright, this took a
エ
shift.
レウシス。 命
Bro.
の雫。潰れてしまう。
Wait, I feel like this is the first
ク
time
リームエレウシス。
a Valentine servant had this much of a shift, right? Oh, I guess Karen had a pretty big shift in her Ascension arts, as far as I can remember. I'm talking about Valentine servants only. No, Bazette also had a big shift. Right, never mind.
うるさい。
But this is like completely change of personality. Oh wow. And like the whole tone change this is.
砕けろ。奪うの。
Damn. Alright, this is interesting.
絶対許さない。
What the hell? Oh my god. Okay. And the extra attack is very, I don't know. It's really crazy. Right. Let's see the skill animations. Oh! Oh, damn! She calls Persephone, okay. I do wonder if she'll be played, you know, if she'll come to FGO someday. Oh! Oh my god! Bruh! Nah, man, every time you use the NP, if this is what you have to hear, that is trauma inducing. Hats off to the VA. The way they did the NP voice acting. Okay. Wow, that was something. Alright, you know what? That was I was not expecting that. And you know, as much as I wasn't really impressed with the second Ascension art, the first one was pretty good. I liked it. The third one was a complete tone shift. So, you know, that came out of nowhere. Right. And yeah, so like I said, I think this is the first time it had this much of a tone shift for a Valentine's character. Because I don't know, I don't remember any other Valentine character having a tone shift. I'm not talking about like a Ascension art shift. Like, you know, like there are a lot of Ascension art heavy shifts that we see. Like I said, like Buzzet has a complete shift in a third Ascension. I think Karen also has one. But this is like a tone shift. Like it's, you know, the first two are like, oh, like, you know, like this mother, like, you know, like the goddess and everything. And then the third one is like, oh my god, like, you know, like just crazy and like very dark and all that. So right, that's very interesting. This definitely like made me a little bit interested in maybe pulling her later on. It'll be based on her kit. I'll have to watch her, look at her kit and see whether, you know, like I will pull for her 2 years later, because this did kind of like shift me towards like pulling for her. But again, let's wait and see. I'm going to look at her skill kit and her noble phantasm details and see what, like, you know, what she's capable of before deciding. Now, like I said, I really like the first Ascension art. It really looks perfect for her as the, you know, like the goddess of harvest and everything. And you know, it's aesthetically it looks really good on her. You know, everything I really like. The animations are also very good. You know, like I said, in the first Ascension animation, there were two particular ones that I really liked. The one with the tree, and then there was another one. I forgot which one it was. I mentioned it while reacting. But, you know, those two were pretty good. The second one, even though I was not a big fan of the Ascension art, that gun part is pretty damn funny. I was not expecting that. He pulls out a gun and just starts shooting. It kind of reminds me of that meme, you know, because, you know, she kind of gives up the vibe of like a character who heals others, right? you know, like the goddess of harvest and all that. And then she pulls out a gun. So you know, there's that meme. If you what was that meme? There was a meme where there's like a healer with a gun, and that healer is saying something along the lines of like, I'm somewhat of a healer, and he's like, you know, that character has a gun in his hand. It reminds me of that meme. Anyways, other than that, everything else was pretty not similar to the first one. And then the third Ascension, obviously, like I said, the whole tonal shift, and you know, like there's a lot of things that you can see again. And like I said, I really like the Noble Phantasm voice acting, where it is kind of trauma inducing. Like, you know, you hear like the way the voice acting is done there when she's screaming at the end. Oh my god, imagine you have to hear that every single time you use her NP. That is crazy. Again, hats off to the VA. Like, really good job. That part. Oh, who's the VA? Wait a minute, let me just check. I feel like I've heard her voice before. I just can't put my finger on it. Exactly who she is. But wait a minute. Original. Okay, Hisakawa Aya. Right? Okay, Hisakawa Aya. I'm trying to check if there's any character that I can remember. Oh, wait, what? Unohana. Oh, okay. Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can hear it now. Okay. Who else can I recognize from here? Damn, like I said, that voice acting was top notch. That was so good. Like, it really makes you feel like weird when, you know, like she's screaming like that. I don't see any other character here who... Oh wait, Bulma as well? Really? Okay, I didn't know that. And a few other characters. Sailor Moon. Okay, right. Damn, that was really good. So yeah, those were the 7 demonstration. I really liked it because, you know, I think I like it more than I expected, because when they showed the teaser, I wasn't really that much impressed, but this really impressed me. So right, okay, now let's move on to her Ascension arts. First and foremost, let me look at her first Ascension art, which is this one. And like I said, I really like this one. It, you know, aesthetically it looks really good on her. You know, like she has the scythe with her, you know, looks very fancy. The thing, the ring behind her, not ring, but that thing behind her back. And then she has the laurel. The yellow and the white looks good. And yeah, the background, it looks like she's in somewhere where there's like lava or something. While looking at her character, I thought this kind of represented autumn, you know, like since it was red, I thought it was like she was like, this Ascension art represented like autumn, like the autumn season or something. But now that I'm looking at the Ascension art, full Ascension art with the background, I don't think the red is because of autumn, but it's because of the lava or whatever behind her. Okay. And then there's like some like branches or something like growing from the ring thing. I feel like there's some probably like connections here in the Ascension art with her boss battle or the Demeter back in Lost Bell 5. But honestly speaking, I don't remember much. I just remember her boss giving me like a lot of pain to defeat. I didn't have waiver back then. I didn't, obviously Castoria didn't exist back then. It was so damn hard for me. That's all I remember. I don't remember much about Demeter. So, you know, if there's some references that you can cross connect, I probably won't be able to because I've forgotten. Anyways, so yeah, that was the first Ascension art. All right, the next one is this one. And as you can see here, she's like a scientist. You know, she has a lab coat with the sweater and everything. Now, in the teaser, someone in the comments mentioned that she might be like an FBI, like in like a detective or like an FBI agent or something. And I can see that she literally has a gun with her, but at the same time, she also, it seems like she's also like a scientist. You know, she, I think in one of her skill lines or whatever, she says something along the lines of finding immortality or something like that she was talking about. So I'm not sure what exactly this Ascension art is supposed to be. She's supposed to be a like a detective or like some sort of an FBI investigator or something, or is she supposed to be a scientist, or both? I guess maybe both. You know, because maybe the firearm, the gun, is for her self defense or something. You know, like some high level, like, you know, scientists who do have like some like sidearms for their own protection. Maybe it's something like that. Right. But yeah, this is like a whole, like a very professional look. I, like I said, I wasn't really that much impressed with this Ascension art. It looks good on her, but still, it wasn't really that impressive. But her pulling out the gun and shooting was pretty funny. I like that in her Ascension demonstration. Right. Now, the third one is the best one, in my opinion. Obviously, this one. Oh, damn, this is really crazy. Oh my god, I'm actually looking at it properly now, and yeah. Yeah, this is like some sort of like corrupted version of her and everything, you know. Like, yeah. Like she's like some kind of like a mark on her eye, her body, her leg. Her dress is in tatters. Her sight changed immensely. It doesn't even look like a sight now. It looks like one of those, like, you know, what do you call them? The wand, like a magic wand or something, you know, which you use to curse someone or something. Right. Her hair is all over the place. She has like a little horn kind of thing growing, and she has that thing, that round thing, and behind her back, that version of her, the mechanical version of her, I guess. Um, yeah, this one is really good. And like I said, this Ascension really kind of convinced me to maybe pull for her, but then again, like I said, it'll depend on how much SQ I have later on and how good her kit is, which I'll see after this. Alright, and then we have the final Ascension, which is this one. Oh, okay, it's a kind of like a continuation of the third one. So here, right, yeah, she's just there on the floor. And yeah, nothing much to say, but this is like a more of a close-up that you can see of her third Ascension. Right. Yeah, okay. And there you go. That was those were the Ascension arts of Demeter. Okay, now let me look at her skills. Before I looking at her skills, let's look at her deck. Her deck has 2 quick cards, 2 arts card, 1 buster card, and then we have buster cards with 5 hits. Arts card has 4 hits. Quick has 5 hits. Extra attack has 5 hits, and her noble Phantasm has 4 hits. Okay. Now, the first skill, it's called Mother's Guardian C. Increase quick card performance for all allies for 3 turns. Increase arts card performance for 3 turns. Removes debuffs. Grants debuff immunity 1 time 3 turns. Oh, okay, that's good. And increases maximum HP for 5 turns. Okay, that's a good skill. Quick card up at level 10 is 20%. Arts card up is same. At level 10 is 20%. Takes out all the debuffs. Removes debuffs. And then grants debuff immunity. On party. Okay. 1 time 3 turns. Which is pretty good. Yeah. And max HP is at level 1 is 3000. At level 10 it's a 5000 max HP increase. Oh, apply max HP on party. No. Wait a minute. Increase yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, that's very good. Okay, this skill is pretty good. So 5000 max HP, yeah, that's pretty damn decent. Okay, max cooldown is 8, minimum cooldown is 6. Okay, this is a good skill. Now, skill 2, Impression Immortality B+. Grants Guts status to one single ally 1 time 3 turns, and grants HP recovery status every turn 3 turns, and grants NP gain status every turn 3 turns, and grants damage reduction status 3 turns. Okay, she is like a healer kind of. Okay, like a sustained character. Okay, so max cooldown 8, minimum cooldown 6. Okay, Guts at level 1 is 1000 HP that you revive with, and at level 10 is 3000 HP. Again, pretty decent. And HP recovery on one party member for 3 turns. At level 1 is 1000 HP recovery, at level 10 is 2000. So for 3 turns you're getting 2000, that means like 6000 HP recovery at the end of the whole thing. And then we have NP generation per turn, again for one party member. At level 1 is 10%, at level 10 is 20%. Pretty damn good. This is for 3 turns, so that means like with all together you're getting like a 60% NP generation. Oh, and damage cut as well on one party member for 3 turns. At level 1 is 500, at level 10 is 1000. Right. You know what? Another decent skill. It gives you guts, it gives you HP recovery, it gives you NP recovery, it gives you damage cut. Yeah, pretty damn good. The first skill also had some HP recovery, right? No, it had max HP increase. Okay, this one has HP recovery. The first one had max HP increase, and this also has damage cut. Again, like I said, she's like more of a support, like a healer slash like a defender kind of, like gives you buffs which helps you protect yourself, like a sustained character. And then we have skill number 3, which is Lamenting Mother A+. Increase attack power of all allies for 3 turns. Grant special attack status to enemies with earth power. What? 3 turns plus increase on HP. Oh, okay. Special attack status to enemies with earth power. Okay. Max cooldown 8, minimum cooldown 6. So attack up on party for 3 turns. At level 1 is 10%, level 10 is 20%. Okay. Then we have special attack damage up versus earth attribute enemies. This is on party. So you're dealing at level 1 20% increased damage to any enemy with earth attribute, and at level 10 it's a 30% increased damage. And then increases your own HP at level 1 30%, at level 10 is 50%. Right. Okay. You know what? All the 3 skills are pretty good. I wouldn't say that they're amazing or something, but they're pretty damn good. And her NP, let's look at her NP. It's called Adamas Chronos Erinis. It removes all enemy defense buff. Oh, and inflicts a powerful special attack on enemy with earth power. Special attack power increases with overcharge. Grants buff immunity 1 time 3 turns and reduces defense 3 turns. Oh, wait. Okay, so okay, so first and foremost, removes enemy defense buffs. Okay, so defense up. I'm assuming invincibility also falls under defense buff, right? Does evade fall under that? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure invincibility falls under that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then we have... Okay, wait a minute. I can just search it. Okay, yeah, so defense up, damage cut, evade. Okay, evade also falls under defense buffs. Invincibility as well. And then we have those resistance up. Those also fall under defense up. Okay, anything else? Oh, so defense affinity changing buffs are also there. Right. Anything else? I think that's it. And then we have the special defense up, I guess. Wait, so anti-enforcement, the special invincibility that Castoria gives you, that also falls under it? I'm seeing this one also. Let me know. I think that also falls. If that also falls under defense buff, then that's pretty damn good, right? Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but if that also falls, the anti-enforcement or whatever you call it, that anti-purge, that one. the blue invincibility, then that's pretty damn good. Because I guess like some enemies nowadays do that. So right. Anyways, pretty good. Taking out defense buff, all enemy defense buff in itself is pretty damn good. Like like those pesky invincibility and like the evades and all that, all gone. Like that in itself makes this NP pretty solid. And then on top of it, it gives you deals extra damage with super effective damage against Earth attribute. So at level NP level 1, it's 450% plus 150%, 150% extra damage you're dealing. And at level 5, it's a 200% extra damage. Okay. And then we have grants buff immunity, 1 time 3 turns. Okay, what is buff immunity? I don't get it. What? Oh, buff immunity for the enemy. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So I was confused. I was like, buff immunity. Why do we even need buff immunity? It's for the enemy. Like, so the enemy cannot buff themselves, I think, for 1 time 3 turns. I'm guessing that's why it's called buff immunity. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, okay. So it not only takes out the buffs, the defense buffs, there's also a skill that takes out buffs as well, I think, right? Oh no, it cleanses yourself. Never mind. It not only takes out defense buff, it also puts a buff immunity on the enemy so the enemies cannot buff themselves. 1 time, obviously, but yeah. And then defense reduction of 20% on all enemies for 3 turns. Okay, you know what? I think she's a solid character. Okay, before I forget, let me look at the passives. Magic resistance X, increase on debuff resistance. Okay, independent action A, increase on critical damage up on 10% on self. Territory creation B, improves the performance of your art cards but by 8%. And then we have the evolution of the Earth. A, grants positive damage to self plus grants damage reduction to all allies while self is on field. So damage plus of 200 on self while damage cut of 100 on the field or while on the field on party. Production manager grants HP recovery status to self every turn. Wait, what? Wait, that's a passive? HP recovery status to self every turn, and that's 100 HP recovery to self. Damn, that's crazy. And then increase your success rate on inflicting debuffs. Enemies movement. So debuff success rate is 20%. Okay. Wait a minute. You know what? Let me just double check. Let me just double check. I'm just looking at. Oh, I cannot even see it properly because of the like I was trying to look in the servant demonstration whether she has the recovery thing going, but there's an already pre-existing recovery on her, so I cannot really say. I think she has that. Okay, right, that's why there's 2 HP recovery signs on her skill. One is from something else, but the other one is like her passive. Okay, right, and there you go. Like I said, what I think is that she's actually a very solid character, a very solid buffer, also debuffer as well, I guess you could say, because she takes out the defense buffs. Like I said, if defense buff means invincibility, evade, and the anti-purge as well, that's pretty damn good. Like also the fact that she is ours, so I'm assuming you can loop her. So if you can use her NP in a pretty good way, the enemy, they won't be able to put any defense related buffs on themselves. Not only that, since the noble phantasm also gives you like a defense, gives the enemy a defense immunity buff, which I'm assuming that the enemy cannot buff themselves for 1 time. That's even crazier. So not only will the NP strip the enemy of the defense buff, it'll also attach a condition to it where the enemy won't be able to buff themselves for one time, not turn, one time. So right, so I think that's pretty damn good. Then it also reduces defense for 3 turns, so if you can loop her pretty well, 20% defense down on all enemies, it'll stack, I'm assuming, so that'll also help quite a bit. And that's just the noble phantasm. Her other skills are also pretty damn good. Like I said, her skill number 2, it gives one party member HP recovery, NP recovery, damage cut, guts. Skill 1 gives you immunity buff, debuff immunity, then removes debuffs, increases max HP, and then also like a little bit of offensive, increased arts and quick attack. So I think like she does, except like damage dealing buffs, everything else she does pretty well. She has like 2 offensive buffs. Not 2, I guess you can say 3 if you include the special damage against earth attribute. So the third skill has the attack up, the first skill have the quick and arts are up, and the third skill also has the special damage against earth attribute enemies. So these are like the offensive ones. They're pretty okay, but obviously she's not like a offensive buffer, she's more of a defensive buffer. So that's where she shines. She gives one ally guts, also gives that ally damage cut, HP recovery. Then she gives the party like debuff immunity, cleanses all debuffs, max HP up. So all these things, and her NP strips the enemy of the defensive buffs, makes sure that the enemy cannot buff themselves for one time, and and also reduces their defense by 20%. Yeah, I think she's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. And again, like I said, I think you can loop her because she's an arts character. The NP, if you can stack it, it'll come very handy. So yeah, I think she's a solid character. Anyways, let me know what you think and whether my judgment is correct or not. Either way, there you go. That was it. That was Demeter servant analysis. Now, 2 years later, as always, the question that I answer, will I be summoning her? I might be tempted to. So yeah, it'll depend on what other characters will be coming later on. If there's someone I really want to and I'm going to save for them, then I'll probably skip her. I'm sure there will be, like, come on, there's like anniversary and everything. But based on the number of characters I want for the rest of the year, I might or might not pull her. Because I am pretty tempted. I really like her third Ascension. Her kit seems pretty damn good as well, and I like her animations and everything as well. So yeah, we'll see. So there you go. So that is it, guys. That was my servant analysis video for Demeter. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week with not next week, sorry. I'll see you guys in the next FGO video. So yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.